What's going on, Godsmack? Funny Imps in the chat. What's up, dude? Got Earth Voyage in here. Happy freaking Friday. Hell yeah, dude. And we got Arsenal in the chat. Says, hello, my fellow travelers. What's going on, Arsenal? So this is going to be one of the hub hopping streams where we just kind of fly around FDI space and see what people have been up to and what they're building and just chit chat about No Man's Sky. So happy to have you guys here. Good morning or afternoon to everyone. What do I need for that again? Ooh. Cyclotron Ballista. What did I need to build that tech? Dioxide. Okay. What's going on, Tariq Starts? Glad to have you back, buddy. How you been? I finished Ultraman, by the way, Tariq Starks, so I can't wait for the next season to come out, so. Oh no, Godsmack, what do you got going on, dude? Did you have like a, like some sort of a respiratory infection or what? Hello, world. The terminal has nothing more to show me but this single phrase repeated from system to system. Yeah, 'cause I think I've done all this. Okay. Through the nanites, cuz. Probably end up getting whipped by something in the ceiling. Happens every time. Oh. By the way, Godsmacked, I think it's your brother that built that incredible cliffside base. Man, dude, that... Oh, God. Guys, if you haven't seen that, go check out my, I don't know if you guys have Twitter or not, but go check out my Twitter handle, @HiddenPandaShow, and I retweeted something from Godsmack's brother that he built, I believe in the Galactic Hub. Really awesome. Alright, that's where we can find some dioxide. Yeah, that was by JC. Oh, dude. Oh, that was you that built that? Wow, man. Dude, I'm sorry you had to go through that embolism, bro. Hopefully everything's okay. Keep us all posted, man. Hey, can't you see I'm busy? Thank you. Go on now. Go on. Bro, he's lingering hard. There we go. What, we got Slade in the chat? What's going on, Slade? Let me get back to shooting some rocks. I need this dioxide. I've not been able to find like just large quantities of it for some reason. I've been having to like mine it out of these padamites. Oh man, alright, Gotzak. Yeah, Dreams looks pretty cool for the people out there who like building and like Minecraft and building in No Man's Sky and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Dreams is sort of like the perfect game for, you know, bringing the imaginations of some of you guys into reality. That's for damn sure. I need to get my hands in that game, actually, but I'm not much of a builder. It's like, it takes me a while to have the desire to build something, and then usually when I build something, it's pretty nifty. But I don't have that desire very often. Slade, I am glad that I could come through for you today. So it's been a while since I've streamed. I've been dropping some uploaded videos here lately, some edited clips, did a speculation video, hub highlight, and figured before I go into work today, it'd be a good time to pop a stream out. So won't be a long stream, just because of you know, when I've got to go to work. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys this morning and get a stream in and see how everybody's doing. So Funny him says Mac 4-Day has gone balls deep into that thing. Yeah, dude, it looks sick, honestly. Arsenal says, I see Dreams as Media Molecule giving us a game engine. Basically, I mean, they did say that you can sort of create your own games with their platform. I think in the long run, what they've managed to do with that, I think will be a big game changer, pardon the pun, in the gaming industry, because it'll allow just everyday people to create really neat experiences for themselves and friends, you know? Let me just get that, please. Man, I had to like get that camera angle just right. Alright, let's drop some of this pure ferrite that I don't need. All of that, and I only got 67 dioxide. There's gotta be a better way. Typically found in large deposits or extracted from common minerals. Well, damn. I'm trying to find these deposits. I'm going to use a whole lot more condensed carbon just reloading my mining tool. Tariq says, Panda had a great idea for the modders to make for No Man's Sky. What is that? What idea did you have, man? You bought it for $30 cheaper because early access. There you go. You're doing the experimentation for us. Buddy says, I'm gonna miss JC's ship's post or coordinates exchange while he's gone. Yeah, apparently he's in there like swimwear. He ain't gonna be back for a while. Because dreams are all indie developers now. I know, that's pretty cool to think about, isn't it? I think the gaming industry oh, thanks, Slade. Yeah, Pirate's Last Vision, aptly named by members of the FDI. Yeah, I think the gaming industry, has a hard time accepting companies like Media Molecule and like games like Dreams or Hello Games and No Man's Sky because Hello Games built an extremely large game with a very, very small team and made millions and millions of dollars selling it. So it puts a lot of fear in people that, especially a lot of the developers and programmers and stuff out there that, damn it, that's silver. Um, that like a lot of artists and having these giant teams isn't really the advancements made in procedural generation and things like that, and I can kind of understand their fear. I think that's why Hello Games gets a lot of pushback, and why they always feel like the redheaded stepchildren of the gaming industry. Because if 6 people can make 18 quintillion, star systems, and fully explorable planets and all of these different features and multiplayer and all this different stuff with 6 people in a closet in Guildford, England, it's like, then who needs these, 500-600 person teams? Let's see here. There we go. All right. Scan, do your thing. Panda, after seeing UE4 tutorial about rigging, they can get wildlife animations to add to the creature. Yeah, I see that like taking a front seat in the near future. Because I mean, if you think about it, oop, I'm not doing anything. Go on. If you think about it, whenever the next update came, the wildlife, they had larger movement patterns, right? Like if you kind of watch like GDC every year, where Sean Murray or somebody from Hello Games has had a presentation, they talked about the routes that the animals take, right? Like the paths. So whenever you're playing No Man's Sky, nothing exists except for what's in your field of view. So the game is like loading sections of the map, levels of detail, increasing the closer it is to the player. And animals have like a set path. And they added more complexity to their behaviors, animations, and their set paths with the next update, to the point where certain type of creatures on planets will have like a herd mechanic, where they travel in packs and they'll move from land to water, walk along the water's edge, and go these other areas to simulate sort of animals migrating or something like that. So I see them expanding on that, as well as making the animations for the animals much more believable. So. I was mining my own cover. Alright, how much dioxide do I have? Only 70. Dude, there's got to be a way to buy this stuff. Let me get back to my ship. What's going on, Cuz Walt? Thank you for working and lurking, dude. Sword, what is up, dude? Hell yeah. Welcome, Sword. Thank you for stopping by, dude. It means a lot to me. Appreciate you being here. Tariq says, like if you take the dragon grabbing animation from Unity and add it to the birds, and they can grab another creature to eat. I know, dude. I've talked about that, and I've been wanting to see that for a long time, bro. Like, I want to see birds that are flying, just even if they just land into a tree or on the ground. You know, just even something that simple will just add a little bit of believability into the worlds that we explore, right? It'll add a little depth. But yeah, I mean, dude, flying down and grabbing another creature to eat, like, that would just be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Funny Imp says, so do the ships and multi-tools we see not exist until someone enters the system? Well, I mean in the sense of, like, what you can see, right? Like, for example, for as long as the draw distance is, there's nothing that's loaded up in the game behind that. So that allows them to kind of pull this experience off, isn't it? So like nothing exists until it's within your field of view in terms of how it's loaded onto the game. So as you approach something, it loads onto your system as you get near it. So the levels of detail increase as it gets closer to the player. So for example, if you could just like zoom out, if you were like the developer and you could just freeze this frame and zoom out, once you zoom out far enough, there'll be nothing around you. You know what I mean? It only loads what it needs you to be able to see. So like the multi-tools, like building positions, all of that stuff is all built into the seed code, and all of that stuff is there. That's why everything appears the same for every player that's synced into the server and playing. Everything's in the seed. But I'm strictly just talking about what you actually see. Like the world around me is loading in as I approach it. What is going on, .com? How you doing? Got Nerve in the chat. What is up, Nerve? Haven't seen you in a little while. What? Miss a Panda stream? Never. Oh, it's all good, dude. I don't have like a time frame or like plan these things out in advance, so they're like little surprises when they happen, which yeah, I kind of like. Wait, what was that? What was that? I saw something sticking out of the ground, shining. Probably not dioxide. Nope, copper. And I've already tried buying it from the space station. There's really nowhere you can get it. Is that copper again? Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna actually just quickly Google a picture of what this dioxide should look like. Holy fuck. Bacon Pancakes, I haven't seen you here in a long time, buddy. What is going on? Sorry if I destroyed your eardrums with that one. Apologize if there were any children nearby. But I haven't seen Bacon Pancakes in my chat in a while, and I just wanted to take time out to say, what is up, my friend? What's going on, dude? Nerve says, when do you think Beyond will be out? You know, my original speculation was it wasn't coming out until August, and I really believed that. Although now I don't think that that's the case, because there's just, whenever they ask for our save files during Atlas Rises, Next dropped like 4 weeks later, and they've already asked for people's save files to test the features of Beyond on, you know, players' profiles, to make sure that everything like works correctly, to try to minimize any issues that might occur from this update. Which is another reason why we know this update is going to be absolutely massive, because the transition from Atlas Rises to Next was so huge that like they needed to do that, you know. I think that we're on the precipice. I think that it's right around the corner. MZK in one of his videos made a really, really good point that we've had an update in all of the summer months but one, right? So it would make sense to see it in June. And with them asking for our save files, that timetable seems reasonable. I thought it would be logical for them to release the update on the anniversary of the original release of No Man's Sky for 2.0. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe they'll do something different. Maybe they'll have some sort of community event or something to commemorate the 2-year anniversary, and we just get the update in June. But my original speculation was we were going to get it in April, and then all of a sudden, you know, Part 1 of the update was announced, Part 2 of the update was announced. They asked for our save files. I think in the next week or two, we'll see Part 3 announced, and then the update will hit. I also talked to my Sony rep at work, and there's been no talk of a VR bundle with No Man's Sky, and he's very, very much convinced that the re-released copy that Hello Games was talking about will not be coming as part of a bundle with the virtual reality system. But he said that anything can happen because that sort of information they wouldn't exactly tell them. But we'll see. But I really do think it's going to be in June now. I'm completely on board with what MZK said. It just, all of this is happening so fast that it's weird to announce a teaser about Beyond, then do an announcement of No Man's Sky Online, then at the Sony State of Play release an actual commercial for No Man's Sky VR, which is Component 2, then shortly after that ask for our save files just ahead of a Component 3 announcement. So this is all going to happen very, very soon. So fingers crossed, guys, we might be seeing Beyond in June. All things seem to be pointing that way. Let's see here. What is going on, Wizard? Hey, Wizard, I hope you liked the hub highlight video, man. That planet is dangerous and spooky, and I love that build, that those, you know, that whole look of that base, and I just wanted to capture kind of like a scary kind of intense thing, and that's just a really cool base, and I thought everybody should see it. So hopefully you like that, and made me happy to make a hub highlight video about it. So Tariq says, and dive attack on the player. If we can get a modder to remodel or add to the skeleton and model, we could have some sandworms on hot planets. Yeah, I'm not the biggest one that really gives a shit about the sandworms and the space whales, and I could go read Dune if I want the sandworms, you know what I mean? Like I don't really need to see that. It'd be cool. And I know that was one of the things that they showcased with, some of the early trailers, but I'm not really, I don't need to see that. Funny says, we making bacon pancakes over here. Hell yeah, dude. Did they ask for save files going into Atlas Rises? They did not ask for save files going into Atlas Rises that I know of. But I know that they post a lot of that stuff into the No Man's Sky subreddit, and even though I'm on Reddit and I go on there and interact with people from time to time, I fucking hate that platform. Reddit is absolutely toxic. I don't even like the way the site functions. And it's just, from an organizational standpoint, I'm not really, I just don't like it. And, but I know that Hello Games posts a lot of stuff on Reddit. So they could have asked for that back in Atlas Rises, but I don't think they did, and I'm not really the person that would have known, because I don't really follow Reddit. I just happen to know that they did it for Next, and I sent in my save file then, and I sent it in this time too. So there's a good chance that somebody over at Hello Games has actually played the game on my save at some point, whether it with Beyond features or with Next features, which is really cool to think about. Sword says, I agree, Panda, but keep in mind, Next had a ton of patches and hotfixes that may have decided to ask for save files earlier this time. That is a very good point, Sword. Very, very, very good point. That's very true. Because there were some people that their files were corrupted and like their shit was messed up for weeks to months following the release of Next. So that is a very good point, Sword. Wizard says, I'm tempted to give my save file, but it's mine. It's old. Well, you're just making a copy of it and submitting it to them. So you're not really losing anything. And I would recommend, whether you send it to them or not, if you're playing on PlayStation 4, backing up your game to a flash drive doesn't hurt. Because whenever Next dropped, I had some issues with my old file when it updated, but I had a backup of it. So I played Next for a couple of days and realized that I had all these different issues, and I actually deleted everything off my PlayStation, put in the flash drive, loaded up from the save that I had from my flash drive, copied it back to my PlayStation, and then booted up No Man's Sky, and that seemed to have fixed a lot of problems. So it doesn't hurt to just keep a save, a backup of your save. Also, if somebody comes in and figures out some way to destroy your base or something that you built, or something that you've named in a star system, and they've found some way to, change it or alter it, you can always just like delete your save and reload the save where you had all that stuff, on there, and it'll essentially override whatever they've done. That's how a lot of people prevented people from overriding bases back in Atlas Rises. So there might still be some benefits to keeping a save on a flash drive. Bacon Pancakes says, it's been a while, man. Pulled a Hello Games and had to go radio silent for a while. Hey, we all need that time. You know what I'm saying? We all need to take a break, or just need a breath of fresh air, or we all just need to dig into real life and take care of things, man. So all that matters is that you're back, and I'm just really happy to see you around, dude. So the channel's a bit different from the last time that you probably would have been here. We've grown a bit, and but I never forget a friendly face, man. So believe it or not, I recognize almost every person's name that comes into this chat, and so I know who's been here before and who hasn't, in terms of actually interacting with people in the chat. So you're not somebody I would forget, Bacon Pancakes. And me and you have been on Cobra TV together a couple times too, and chatting and speculating, so I'll definitely remember you. Arsenal says, condensed carbon and sodium nitrite makes dioxide. Yeah, but I don't have the recipe for that. I don't think. I would just now be finding out about this. God damn it. Okay, hold on. But I don't think I have the recipe. Oh, I have to do it in a... Oh, shit, I get what you're saying. I think I gotta do it in one of those refiners, right? I got this. Besides, that means I gotta head to the place I really wanted you to see anyway. Guys, we are gonna be going to Marty Merrick's Eggs and Pizza. And if you guys haven't seen this, you're in for a treat. I don't think we should get too hung up on the anniversary dates. Exactly. I was pretty hung up on the anniversary dates, and what all the other like updates have proven is that that doesn't really matter. They've only had like one update really on the anniversary, you know, or even near the anniversary. So um, I'm over it. It would have been like a logical thought, you know, like hey, No Man's Sky 2.0 is going to occur on the anniversary of No Man, but no, I've completely derailed from that. MZK made some really, really good points against that. I thought about it, and I see this happening in June. I really do. I think June will be the time that we see this update. And if they do anything regarding the anniversary of No Man's Sky this year, it'll probably just be a sort of in-game event, perhaps, or something, since we're going to have like an expanded multiplayer. Who knows? Tariq says bacon pancakes, beacon pancakes. Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. We got Tariq Starts, young freestyle rapper over here. Got Wizard says cheers, dude. I really need to finish that build. It's on my to-do list. Hold up, that's not even finished, bro. That's one of the most watched and liked hub highlight videos I've put out yet. And the base isn't even done, guys. Incredible. Incredible. The mushrooms. Panda, did you see the gameplay of Borderlands 3? No, I have not. Slade Braddock says flash drive backup is the only reason I still have my legacy save. See, there you go. It like these updates have like sometimes corrupted people's games so bad they've had to restart and like lose all their progress. So they can, you know, if you contact the Zendesk, you can send them a copy of your save file and they can apply changes and bug fixes and stuff directly to your file and then send it back to you. Like Hello Games will try to fix the problem. So it's guys, get in the practice of keeping a copy of your existing save file backed up to a flash drive, especially before Beyond updates. Like I have already disabled automatic updates for games in my PlayStation so that when the update drops, I can load up next, make a fresh copy of my save file, and then update the game. So that I can control when that happens, you know, so that I don't lose too much progress. Because I've got like 4 billion somethings in here. Somethings. I mean, four like billion units, and like just a bunch of S-class tech. All of my ships are S-class. My freighters S-class. My multi-tools S-class. I've got S-class frigates. So it's just like years and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. I don't want to lose that, you know, over some dumb shit. Reddit is extremely toxic. I only get coordinates exchanged there. That damn Federation sub is the worst. It can be pretty bad, man. Like I've seen people like, you know, I don't know, like say things about my channel on there or other community members, or you know, like just different things like that, and it just like I don't want to be part of that. Like the FDI is non-toxic, like, you know, like the different aminos for the most part are pretty non-toxic and positive. So that's just kind of where I apply my focus. I work too damn hard. I got too damn much going on. And then between managing all these different communities and the FDI and the YouTube channel and my real life and everything else, like I don't have time to sit there and like deal with people's negativity and bullshit. Like if you have the time to be that negative and that much of a piece of shit human being, then there's two things. You either need to fuck somebody or you have no friends. It's literally like that binary in my mind. You're not getting laid or you're lonely. Like that's it. Like if you have that amount of time to harass people and harass the community and talk about other people in the community that are trying to do something positive and uplifting and share their experiences with this game and with other members of the community, and you have that kind of time on your hands to be that negative, then like those are the two major things I see wrong with you. You got to get laid, or you got no friends. You got to fix one of those two problems. I don't got time to be on there dealing with that bullshit. That's why I love the FDI chat. The FDI chat, there's no drama. I've had to ban one person since starting it, just one, and it was a bot. It wasn't even a human. It's the only account I've had to ban. Everybody else that's been in there has been a fucking dream. I have no reason to go to the subreddit. Peaceful Gamer, what is going on, dude? I just noticed you in the chat. Hell yeah, dude, what is up? John Hall says, happy Friday, fuckers. What is going on, John Hall? Glad to see you here. Nerve says, can I get some advice? I upload my own music on my channel and try to upload frequently. Do you think it's normal sometimes to take a break from uploading and creating? Yeah, bro. Yeah, Nerve. My life is so busy, dude, that like I legit don't have the time. Like to sit there, like, if you think about it, MZK is in the fortunate position of being a young university student and having a wonderful family who works very hard to try to take care of his basic needs, right? So he was able to leave his job so that he can put more time towards his channel and have an upload schedule and do live streams and do more content. And especially with him having over 13,000 subscribers, going on to 14,000 subscribers, his channel is a source of revenue for him. So it's easier for him to be able to schedule things out, for example. But if you look at Cobra, Cobra works a full-time job, right? He's a manager and works a full-time job. Can you imagine how hard it is for him to manage a channel with over 30,000 subscribers, the subcast, all the different game topics, the interviews, the family, the wife? Because at the end of the day, he's still got to make her happy, right? And the children. And he still has to be able to go to his full-time job and perform that job well enough to keep that job. So yeah, it's normal to take a break. It is very normal to take a break and from uploading and creating. It's almost necessary, at least until you're at a point where if you want to do something like this full time, that you're in a financial position to be able to do that. But if you get the bug and you just want to create and just upload or just talk to people, then yeah, it's okay to catch that bug and then get over it for a while and catch it again, you know. I didn't feel like streaming for the last week and a half, so I just uploaded 2 videos instead. You know, I got a lot going on, which, by the way, while you guys are here, I do have some news that I'd like to share. So, my wife is pregnant. So some of you guys that have been with the channel for a while and have been following along, you know that me and my wife have been having some fertility issues. We've been going to fertility doctors, and she's pregnant, 6 weeks, 2 days. We heard the heartbeat on Tuesday, and we have a due date of December 29th. Is when little baby Panda will be here. Granted that everything, you know, God willing, goes well, and that the pregnancy continues to go in the right direction, and that the baby remains healthy all the way through. So, yay me. I was going to find a different way to weasel that in the conversation, but I've been dying to tell people, so I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead real quick. I'm going to need that fighter, Panda, bro. I'll get you some coordinates, Slade. I haven't decided which one I like more. I love this style. So I like the front end of this one, how it doesn't have a gap between the fuselage and these side things here. But at the same time, I also really like, here, I'll show you another ship. Same color scheme. I've got 3 ships right now in that color scheme. But I really like this one also. I'm really digging this ship. And I've got them both pretty well equipped. So, but yeah, this is my favorite cockpit style. So when I'm not streaming, I'm generally playing in first person, and I love this cockpit style. It's my favorite in the whole game. I mean, this cockpit style's pretty okay too. It's got good visibility all the way around, but it's just I get that whole X-wing vibe from this one. And I'm a Star Wars fanatic, so. Bacon Pancake says, I can never leave this community. It feels good to be back chatting with you all. Nice to have you here, man. Seriously, really nice to have you here. Yes, baby panda. Hashtag baby panda. Exactly, dude. So, anybody, you know, I'm not particularly religious, but anybody in the chat that is, you know, everybody is saying that they're praying for a healthy pregnancy, and it would mean a lot for me to, if any of you are, you know, religious and pray, your prayers would be greatly appreciated. We got Pone Stream in the chat. What is going on, Pone Stream? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hashtag Panda Cup for the win. Exactly, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Reddit belongs to the FDI, LOL. Dude, it should. You know, to be honest, I don't want to get ahead of myself here because there are many great communities out there and many great leaders that are running really good communities. But I think that the FDI is a shining example of what a free and positive No Man's Sky community looks like. We've got people there who love to build, who love to create, like Arsenal, create arenas for PvP matches, and people who like to race and explore and go out on research projects, and everyone likes to play the game a different way. We've got people who like to do role play and things like that, and all in one community where we chat 24/7, where everyone's always sharing their experiences and you know, supporting each other. The FDI Amino is the one social media platform where I spend most of my time. I spend more time with you guys there than I do talking to people that I know in real life, in person or on social media, because I just like the community that much, and I wish every other community in No Man's Sky could be like that. Guys, so this that we're looking at, this is Eggs and Pizza by Marty Merrick. Now, from far away, this doesn't look like much, but wait till we walk up on it. So Marty Merrick describes this as an open air, like, cafe, essentially. Okay? And cafe is very much present here. We've got 42 on the wall. For those of you who are familiar with the No Man's Sky Cafe or with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know what 42 represents. I love what he did with this entryway here. This is so cool and so sci-fi. But this base you cannot truly understand until you're inside of it. Looking at it from a distance does not do it justice. And here we are, guys. Welcome to Egg and Pizza. So there we've got Egg on the wall. We've got 42. From now until the end of time, every time I see this Gek image, I will always think of Lily. Because Lily, whenever next updated, she played the game as a Gek, and they're just the cutest little things. Despite the fact that they're the most evil creatures in the entire No Man's Sky universe. Laser beans. Hashtag laser beans. Exactly. Yeah, guys, if you're not already in the FDI, Slade posted the invite link. We have been able to grow that community just by word of mouth, very little promotion, to 128 members, 94 of which are in our chat. So there's a lot of people who just access the FDI Amino for coordinates to specific ships or bases or whatever. But I think that we've got a good amount of people in there that are very active. And then we have a lot of people in there that just check in every now and again. But the one thing that everyone has in common is that everybody's cool as hell. Um, Peaceful Gamer says, my wife and I had issues conceiving also, and our little guy just turned 3 on Tuesday. Being a father is the best thing that happened in my life. I'm really looking forward to it. We've been talking about different names for if it's a boy or if it's a girl. So my wife, she's a blonde hair, blue eyed Bosnian Muslim. Her family are Islamic, going all the way back. And I was born in the Cayman Islands. My father's from Great Britain, um, but my mom is from the Cayman Islands. I lived in both places, including America, and America as well. And my family's Roman Catholic. And I thought about what could I name my child that I think would be a good homage to both sides of their family. And I thought that if I had a boy, that I would like to. I know it's a very common name, but I would like the name Noah because even though the name is common, um, it's a very good representation of the relationship of me and my wife because Noah is a character that is represented in both the Bible, the Christian Bible, as well as the Muslim Quran, right? And I think that it's sort of it would sort of be paying homage to both of our backgrounds. My wife and I aren't particularly religious, but our family values, what we've noticed is that although our upbringing was in two different religious households, our values and our morality and our way of thinking is exactly the same, and that between the two families, we have much more in common than we don't. And I just thought that that would be a really good name. And but we're still kind of talking about that. And obviously, we don't know what the gender is yet. But I've been putting a lot of thought in that. I'd like it to be something meaningful. But yeah, me and my wife, we've been together for 10 years, Peaceful Gamer, married for nearly two, and that entire time we've been unable to conceive until just recently. Um, we've at great expense have exhausted every effort possible to try to have this child. And now she's finally pregnant, and we just have to maintain her physical health and do everything that we can control to help maintain the health of the fetus. Obviously, a great many things can happen, and we're trying to be emotionally prepared for that. But as far as our last checkup, which was on Tuesday, where we had the sonogram and heard the heartbeat and discussed where it's at developmentally and how healthy everything seems to look, we're very hopeful and positive. So I really appreciate you sharing that with me, Peaceful Gamer, and yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me, man. Dude, I'm a person in No Man's Sky where I'm really big on the decorations. You can build a very simple base, but if you decorate it well, it can really, really enhance the overall look and aesthetic of the place, right? And this is a shining example of that. Like when you pull up to Fiji, Fiji is a very simple shape, but when you start walking through the different huts and villas and the suite in the back and the restaurant and the patio and all of that kind of stuff, then I put a lot of work, more work into decorating that base than I put into actually building that base. And I can tell that Marty put a lot of that passion into here as well. This is the third day where I've been exploring this system, and all 3 days I've spent a significant amount of that time just admiring this base. This is really well done. And Marty, if you see this eventually, great job, man. Seriously. It's absolutely killer. This just gives me like travel stop vibes. You know, for like people who live in America, you know what I'm talking about. Like your Love's Travel Stop or like your Bucky's, you know, like that kind of thing. It's kind of it's like an intergalactic travel stop. It's like a refuel station that's got like an open air restaurant and like restrooms and stuff like that. Like it's just, and then this view right on the ocean front here. Like my God, you know, Marty killed it, absolutely killed it. Just gonna let you soak that in for a bit. John Hall says, at Hidden Panda Show, I met that procedural planet Reddit literally resides in the FDI civ in a star. We all own it in a way. Ah. I see what you did there. I'm so far behind. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Panda, what do you think of the creatures that makes toxic clouds with their tops or creatures spraying acid on toxic planets? Anything like that, Tariq, would be good. Seriously, it would be good. Um, Looks like it would look like a pizza from an aerial view. Those, hey, let's see. So freaking cool. It's so cool. And then there's a base over there that somebody's working on. It's not entirely complete, but it's pretty neat. I can't wait to see what they end up doing. I get caught up in the chat real quick because I am so far behind. I have tried to join and failed. I'll try again. Please do, dude. Seriously. Tariq, what I would really like to see, honestly, bro, is weather. I want better weather. I'm talking lightning that strikes, thunder in the background. I'm talking seeing tornadoes spool up in the desert or water spouts off in the ocean on extreme planets. I'm talking earthquakes. I'd love to see volcanoes in the game that erupt, or you know how we have those hot vents underwater, those like steam vents. I'd love to see something similar to that, like on the ground. You know, just more variety with the weather and the dangers on the planets. You know, I just everything is too safe. You know, this game was released as sort of like a sci-fi, you know, exploration slash survival game. And it might just be because I've been playing for a long time and my character is more of an elite character. Like it's difficult for me to die. But I want more danger. Like I've heard people talking about data mining files that had elements of like tower defense, like base defense. I want that. I like the idea that a player can wander into my system and attack my base, and it would behoove me to put really good defenses on those bases to you know, be a deterrent from players doing that. I had a player drop in on my game the other night and try to kill me. Didn't work. I ended up killing the shit out of him, and I don't think that they were too happy about that. And because I couldn't message them, I couldn't request them. I went into one of the groups that they're in and tried to see if they would be willing to give me a friend request, because for me it was fun. He thought he was going to grief me, but he got fucked up. I'm just saying. But yeah. But I want more danger, more, you know, more variety. Funny Imp says, hold up, Panda's about to be a dad? Yes, sir. December 29th is the official due date. It could, you know, come days before or after that. You know, we'll know more as time goes on. But yeah. Winter is coming in the Panda household. If it's a boy, name him Sword. My wife would never look at me again if I did that. JC Hysteria says, I have 3 kids, Adelina, Alex, Andrew, the AAA team. There you go. Speaking of deco, No Man's Land latest base. I'll need to check that out. I love intricate bases. I can always appreciate people who, it doesn't need to be the biggest and most crazy base in terms of like the physical structure of it. For me, I get more enjoyment out of seeing how much thought you put into decorating it. Like Agent Tomcat, for example, he built the Millennium Falcon, right, in the FDI. If you guys haven't seen it, click on that FDI link, join the FDI, get the coordinates, go check that shit out. He built an actual Millennium Falcon. Okay, Slade Braddock built an actual TIE fighter. Okay, in the FDI. But when you go into Agent Tomcat's Millennium Falcon, which physically the build looks amazing, that guy took the time to actually go inside and decorate it. He actually has rooms in the Millennium Falcon build based on corridors and rooms in the actual Millennium Falcon. He actually made the cockpit with the seats and everything. He's got the satellite dish on the top of the Millennium Falcon. He has the room with the little bot flying around, where Luke Skywalker trained with that lightsaber with Obi-Wan Kenobi. He had the blindfold on, that helmet, to prevent him from being able to see, so that he could use the Force to sense, danger. Like he put all of that in the base. That to me, like that's where I can really appreciate somebody's build, is how intricate they took the detailing all the way to how they decorated the inside of it. From posters on the wall to the placement of furniture and everything. I love that. Absolutely love it. The Millennium Falcon got a mention by Hello Games that they did. They absolutely did. Matter of fact, 2 different members of the FDI have in some way been acknowledged by Hello Games. Agent Tomcat's Millennium Falcon, that got retweeted, and that was an extremely popular tweet. I'm surprised that there's not like a million comballs in that planet. I thought for sure many more people would have visited it. Um, and then because I also went in there, me, Tomcat, and a bunch of other people went in there, and we actually dropped the coordinates to that planet as well, for people that were commenting on it. And then I want to say one of Slade's bases, for his epic pirate community, it was like a pirate ship. That was actually that picture was actually on the Hello Games website, still is, as part of one of their patch notes. So, yeah. I saw that build. What a hunk of junk. Yeah, dude. The Millennium Falcon is sick, bro. So sick. Alright, let's continue to kind of tour around this base. This part right here is really cool, so it kind of goes down to the ocean side. And then I love what he's done underwater here. You haven't seen the pirate ship? Dude, you're missing out. Slade actually he built a pirate bay. So there's an actual bay with an actual wooden dock that goes out, and a big pirate ship with the mast and everything, and then like a little shuttle boat basically, and then you've got a wooden walkway that goes up to a town with different buildings, and there's even a cathedral in the town. Like Slade killed that. Like I've got so many screenshots of that damn base. That's awesome. Yeah, it's almost really easy to make the particle effect sandy wind to giant sandstorms. They just need to make it have a starting point on the planet to look more surreal. Funny Imp says, "What I see when I see a Kibbles build, I feel like I'm not No Man's Skying properly." Yeah, Kibbles is a legend for sure, for sure. He's been mentioned as inspiration by several people in the FDI actually, where their techniques and stuff like that have come from Kibbles with regard to like glitch building, I believe, and things like that. So you guys who know Marty well know that a Marty base would not be complete without an underwater portion, and we've got a Nautilon here. So I love this little area right here. This is just so cool to me. Just look at how cool this is, guys. By the way, guys, if you are currently watching the stream and you haven't hit the like button yet, please smash the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, if you're watching this now and you're new, or you end up catching this later and this is your first time to the Hidden Panda Show, we do a lot of streams here. We do some edited videos. We highlight people's base builds and things like that. So, if you're interested in seeing some more content, please hit that subscribe button. Um, yeah, so. Just kind of wanted to plug the channel for a second there. But guys, look at how cool this is. Marty is a maniac, an absolute maniac. Just such a cool thing, man. And the cool thing about like Marty's bases is they're always so interesting and like laid out, and they don't look like other people's bases. Like it's you can tell that this has come totally from his mind. You know, like these circles, like that's just fucking cool. You know what I mean? Oh damn. Excuse my language. I've really tried to be better about that, guys. I apologize. Alright, so that was condensed carbon. And what was that made dioxide? Does anybody reminder? Ash Facta is doing crazy builds on PC using glitch building plus Blender. He absolutely is. I can't take credit for Pirate Bay. That was actually a contract build from Martin Boyd's crew, and Epic donated to the UK Alzheimer's as payment. It's an awesome base, though. Either way, it's super damn cool. And Martin Boyd and his whole building crew over in Amino Hub, they're incredible too. They actually built the FDI Capitol building. Haven't been counting the F words, Panda. 4, just kidding. Dude, I know. I have such a potty mouth, and I can't help it. I'm a lot better about it than I used to be. But yeah, I still let them rip every now and again. All right, so let's drop some condensed carbon, and then what else did we put in there? Was it dihydrogen? Nope, that makes mortite. Oxygen. Okay, let's look for oxygen. Nope, that just makes more condensed carbon. Does anybody remember the dioxide ingredients that somebody posted earlier? Sodium nitrate. I think that's what he said. There it is. Okay, so I need sodium nitrate. All right, so I need to go find more condensed carbon and more sodium nitrate. And then I can make dioxide. Hold on, do I have any in my ship? Nope, just sodium. Let's see if my hauler's got any. Apparently don't have enough fuel to make that land. Nope. Huh. One to 50. Okay. I need to find me like a flow chart of like the different things I can refine and like keep it on my phone. Because I'm really bad with remembering these sorts of like ingredients and things like that. Like so bad. My cubs have potty mouths, but that's mommy's fault. Dude, it's like my wife's like an angel. But then every now and again she'll just say some things that I'm just like, wait, what? That came out of your mouth? Can't ever have too much oxygen. Okay. Let's see here. Go back to sodium nitrite. Oh yeah, I bought all the stack. Oh man. I blew through some hella nanites. I had like over 20,000 nanites. I need more. There we go. How the hell did I miss that bad? Okay. Because I need to convert enough dioxide to build cyclotron ballista, the base tech for it. I've already added the mods, the S class mod that you can buy. Also, by the way, guys, I found out just playing around with stuff. Here, I'll show you in a second. You guys probably already know this. I'm dealing with some elite No Man's Sky players in here. But I found out that I think I have it set up that way in this ship. So, like here, I've got this Cyclotron Ballista mod, but I've got 3 ones here, and normally speaking, if you add 4, it can overload what you have, but I've noticed that those rules don't apply to mods that you can craft. So, like, for example, I've got, where's it at? Oh, here we go. So I've got 3 S-Class shield mods that I applied to my shields, but then I also went and I put into my tech slot here. But I noticed that if you stack it as part of the same line, it'll overload. Like if you put them together, it might overload, but if you don't, it doesn't. And so then I have a C-class module on top of the 3 different S-class modules that I have. Same thing applies with my Cyclotron Ballista, and then I think I did the same exact thing with Positron Ejecta. Yeah. And I don't know how many times you can do that before it doesn't allow you to do it, but I'm going to play around with that on my hauler, which has significantly more slots, and I'm going to see how much tech I can actually add to that thing. So I don't know if anybody's noticed that before, but you can actually add more than 3 tech. It just that it can't be a tech that you purchase. It has to be one that you can craft, and then you can add it. You can get better bonus by squaring them off 3 S mods and 1 blueprint. I tried that, but for some reason when I would add it, it would overload the whole thing. Because I figured, okay, well, if it lets me build it and it doesn't overload it, then that's fine. So let me go ahead and then, you know, like, just put it somewhere else, and then it allowed me to put it without overloading it. But I'll kind of play around with it, because if what you're saying is true, then I should be able to take this tech right here, and then just slap it over here with my... I might just do that right now. Can I craft the... Do I have enough to craft the shield tech shit? Oh, out of range. Okay. I'll try it in a second. This should be enough to give me the amount of dioxide that I need. Or at least a good start, anyway. Because if that ends up working, there's some additional movement mods that I can build for my character that will give me better speed and more stamina and better jetpack and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to play around with that and see how many more mods I can stack. Because for a long time, I was under the impression that you can only put 3 S-class mods, but you couldn't do anything else outside of that. Well, obviously that's not true. The same goes for the suit tech. Okay. Oh yes, Sword showed me that trick. Showed me this trick. My fighter's crazy. Yeah, dude. I need to play around with that. What got me wanting to play around with it was I was watching one of Sword's streams the other day, and his not cyclotron, his positron ejecta was like some next level shit. That thing would rattle off so many shots, and with such low impact to his heat, And I'm sitting here, I've got 3 S-Class positron mods, and I'm like, dude, mine are gangster, but they're not that gangster. And then I was just kind of playing around, just seeing how I could play around with configuring stuff, and then I kind of figured it out on my own. But I didn't know that was a widely known thing, so good to know that other people have discovered that here. Almost had a limited jetpack, that's hilarious. Yeah, my brother did. My brother plays on Xbox, and yeah, he at one point he basically had unlimited, like he could fly almost off the planet. Upgrade modules are different than tech modules, so the main tech, 3 S-Class modules, and upgrade tech. I've got 6 shield mods in my exosuit slot between normal mode and normal and tech slots. Wow. Okay, so I've got some playing around to do. So there's obviously a lot I'm missing out on here. I'm just now learning. Because before I only had these 3 mods, and then I was like, but wait, it allowed me to add these rocket boots. And then I'm like, well, if I can add the rocket boots, what else can I stack in that row? So I've got some playing around to do. There's obviously some tech advantages I am definitely missing out on here. I might break down this this technology and then try to add it in line, like what you guys are saying, and see if that works. Just gonna save real quick. All right, so let's give this a try. So I just gotta see what it takes to build some of this. So where's that? What's this? Is this? Nope, that's phase beam. Do I have to destroy it just to see the recipe for it? Okay, so rare elemental metal, that's a B class one. So where the hell did this one come from? Oh, I'm fucking confused. Okay, let's see here. Cobalt mirror. I gotta play around with this a different time and see how I can stack this. I don't know where this came from. Correct me if I'm wrong, am I not seeing this in my menu because it's already built for this ship? Oh snap, we got Ivy Mike in the chat. Ivy Mike says tech grades are always just one class. This is like totally like my style though. Like I would be that guy that's been playing like since launch, has like 1,000 hours almost in the game, and then like I still don't know shit. Like I don't know a goddamn thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not letting me see that phase beam one I saw earlier because it's already built. Okay, so I'd have to delete it to see it. That's annoying. Marty, guess where I'm at, dude? Guess where I am, bro? I've been showing off your base. I love eggs and pizza, dude. It's so sick. By the way, since we've got new people in the chat here, we've got Marty, we've got Ivy. Ivy, you gotta see this, man. Look at what Marty built, dude. Look at this entrance. Go to photo mode real quick. Check this out. That's some clever building techniques right there. And then I love the circle. That's just sick. Oh damn, we got everybody here today, dude. We got Richard Huntington in the chat. By the way, guys, if you guys, I find it hard to believe that anybody would be in this channel for as much as I've talked about this particular gentleman, or these particular gentlemen, but if you are subscribed to this channel and you're not subscribed to Richard Huntington or Ivy Mike, you're making a critical mistake. These guys have been long-time No Man's Sky players and streamers and content creators. So make sure you click on their profiles and go subscribe, man. I was watching Richard Huntington stream back when I used to watch Boondock and Iceman Third ID, and I would hang out with Flurb in the party chat back when they used to, Iceman and Boondock would moderate Cobra TV and all that kind of stuff. And I've been watching Ivy Mike for a long time, and you know, a lot of these guys I've been watching since since before Hidden Panda Show was even a channel. So if you guys are subscribed to here and not there, you need to change that ASAP. So make sure you click on there and go subscribe to those channels. You guys will not regret that. So, dude, this whole time I could have bought sodium nitrate. I should have checked this first. Your boy is hashtag dumb. Oh, Marty, no problem, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if it's not apparently obvious yet, guys, I'm a huge fan of this community, and this is why I do this. This is not like a personal, you know, I love everybody here, is ultimately what I'm getting at. So, when I first started playing No Man's Sky, I didn't know there was a community. All I saw was all the hate, all the negativity surrounding the game. That's all I saw. Then lo and behold, it turns out that I just start discovering all these great people in this community. And so if it wasn't for channels like Ivy Mike and Richard Huntington, Boondock and Iceman, and you know, like people like Dave Langer and Cuz Walt and Sword, you know, I mean, Sword came after Hidden Panda Show, but you get the idea. Like, those early channels is what got me into this community, and then I discovered all of the great people here, and then I wanted to be a part of it. And then I started creating content and started my channel, and then I captured new people, bring them into this community, and introduce them to other people that I think that they should see. And I feel like that is the one way that this community is different from all other communities, is that a lot of us do this in a selfless way, to just be a part of a great community and you know, be sort of a conduit for others to find their way into this community and discover other people. We work together, it seems, you know, in that way. So, not trying to be too corny, but whenever I see those really familiar names show up in my chat, like Ivy Mike and Richard Huntington and MZK will pay a visit, and I've seen L plays in here and Cobra TV and stuff like that. When I see that, it's mind-blowing to me. You know, I've seen Just Jared in the chat. Just Jared was one of the first No Man's Sky channels I ever saw. You know, so it was just like, you know, it's an honor every time I see these people in the chat. Oh my God. Guys, we got Rick McPherson, aka Empty Benches, in the chat. Says, hi Panda, good seeing you. Hello everyone, good afternoon all. What is going on, Mr. McPherson? Glad to have you here. We got John-Luc Frank in the chat. Says, best community ever. Welcome back, John-Luc Frank, and I agree 100%. It really is, you know, and a lot of us have similar interests. So, you know, when that day comes where No Man's Sky's been out for a long time and a lot of us have put the game down, I think that a lot of us have a lot of similar interests where this community will stick together, um, and you know, into a new game. Like a lot of that is already happening with Dreams by Media Molecule, for example, and stuff like that. I think that we'll move together, um, to a new game and bring this community elsewhere, and it'll continue to grow and create a positive example of what the gaming community should be like for other people out there. You know, what it can be. So, all right, let me slap some of that in there. Let's keep it rolling, baby. All right, I don't know who it was that told me that you can put these two things together to refine dioxide, but thank you. Thank you so much. I really do need like a flow chart because there's a lot of things that I could just be refining into different materials for crafting mods and stuff like that, because I'm so used to being able to just buy everything in this game that it's like I haven't figured out a lot of these newer mechanics. Um, Cuz Walt says, really, everyone I've met through No Man's Sky has always been really chill and always down to help. Really good peeps. Exactly, dude. Ivy Mike says, I'll be playing No Man's Sky till I'm on my deathbed. You know, the game's big enough, right? I mean, it's literally, for the sake of argument, infinite. There's no reason to not play it. As long as they continue to support it and port it for us, for PC, you guys never have to worry about this. But for console, you know, I've either got to hang on to my PlayStation 4, you know, or Hello Games may support it through the PlayStation 5, and it'll be playable on the PlayStation 5, and I don't know. But it's hard for me to imagine a time where I can't play this game, or I'm not playing this game. So, it's my favorite game. Tariq, I'm definitely going to see Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think that's going to be the best Godzilla movie since the originals. I mean, they've made some pretty cool movies. The last one they did was actually really well done. But this one, it's got Mothra and all this stuff in there, and this one's gonna be gangster, man. Like, I'm so excited for this Godzilla movie. It looks super cool. It's gonna be great, and it's got like Ben Watanabe in there. Like, what more do you need? You know what I mean? Guy's awesome. Oh my god, do people still play this game? Yeah, tons. You're one of them. Cyberpunk might be my side boo for a bit. Hell yeah, dude. Cyberpunk is gonna be everybody's jump off. And then Beyond Good and Evil 2, like I don't know I haven't followed the development of that since the last time I saw Cobra post anything about it, but I really want that game to happen, and I the vision I have in my head for it, I really want to see it be like that, you know. But yeah, all right, let's go. We've refined it. Now let's go ahead and build this tech. Cyclotron Ballista. Let's add it. But yeah, earlier, Marty, I did a full walkthrough of your base, man. Like I literally took everybody around and showed them pretty much everything, even the underwater bits. This base is incredible. It's like when I first pulled up to it from a distance, it looks fairly simple. But I love bases like that because I know how creative you are, and I knew when I first pulled up the other day, I knew that you would have done something with the interior, with the decorations, and especially based on what I saw on Amino. And it's something that you really got to see in person. I mean, it's just phenomenal. By the way, guys, there was the Amino link in the chat. You don't have to participate in the community. If you just want the location to this base, you can click on there and get it from there in our wiki. Our wiki is open to the public. Anybody can join that community and check out the wiki and get locations to great bases, including eggs and pizza here, as well as like the Millennium Falcon base and whatnot. I don't know why I did that. Alright, let's go and drop. What am I doing? No, not that. There we go. No, not that. There we go. take a moment to get that down. That's a really good refinery chart list on nomansky.com, gamepedia.com. Look under refinery. I'll have to check that out because I definitely need that. We got MT Cold Forge in the chat. What is going on, dude? Welcome to the chat. Slade Raddick says, speaking of the wiki, I posted a complete refiner. Oh, dang, I need to go check that out then. Slade catching some love in the chat. Marty is freaking out, guys. Alright, I should have given you guys some time to get those coordinates down if you're wanting to pay this a visit. Alright, let's go ahead and build this up. Of course. I could probably buy one. Oh, of course not. That's okay. I've got an insane amount of them on my freighter. Oh guys, make sure you go click on Marty as well. Marty has a YouTube channel. He does live streams and base tours and goes on exploration campaigns and things like that. And has some very good commentary and discussion that happens in the live stream. So make sure you guys check that out. He's also an FDI member and has some great conversations and stuff with us there in the FDI. So Marty Merrick is a longtime community member, just an overall good dude. And yeah, so click on that icon there. Make sure you go like and subscribe to his channel. You will not regret that either. By the way, guys, I lurk on y'all's channels so hard. Like, don't be surprised when y'all catch like ats. Like, I at people so hard. And like share their, like, I work and lurk a lot. I'll have my Bluetooth headset in and I'll like listen to most of these channels, dude, like while I'm just like lurking at work. Like I'm so hardcore into No Man's Sky. Like, it's disturbing. Alright, let's break the stack. Alright. Boom. Oh yeah, now she's got some heat on her. I need to add more frigates to my fleet. I don't think I have the max I can have. I need more. Yes! What? And I get an opportunity to use it? Oh, this could not be a better way to end the stream. I've literally never picked any other option than refuse. Like, legit. That was quick. That was very satisfying, guys. Guys, so before I leave you, because I've got to get ready for work, I do want to leave you with this. A lot of people that play No Man's Sky have not experienced the fun that PvP can be. In the FDI, we have probably 3 or 4 different PvP based arenas for player versus player combat. I just had a griefer drop into my game the other night, wiped him off the face of the star system. It's a lot of fun. You know why? Because you don't lose anything. And especially if you're coordinating it with people in your community, in your No Man's Sky community or groups, it's a lot of fun. You can put a save beacon down and save before you do your battle. That way, once one of you dies, you don't lose anything. You just restart. And it's a whole lot of fun. And so what I'm going to start doing, I was going to make a different announcement and do like a whole uploaded video about it. But it's kind of hard coordinating all that. What I'm going to start doing, and I would really like you guys in the community to help me participate in this. I want to put some of these arenas to good use, most of which were built by LC Kaufman, otherwise known as Arsenal, that you see there in the chat. I want to start scheduling events with you guys. So I'm going to do a post on the different aminos and on Twitter of people that would love to do a live match with me. And you can pick it, whatever you want to do. So we can either do player versus player combat at one of the numerous arenas that we have access to, or we can do ship combat or whatever. We can figure out how you want to go about doing it. But it's just a really fun way for players to be able to interact and just to kind of blow off some steam. So I'm really big into exploration in No Man's Sky. It's one of the top things I spend most of my time doing. But I've had some really fun matches with Snow Obsidian and with Arsenal and Chimp Sidious, and Slade has been a part of those, and it's actually just a lot of fun, and it's just good camaraderie with our group. And if you guys would be interested in doing that, find the link to the FDI amino in the chat. We've got locations there, and it's just really fun. So, and we can kind of create different rules. So sometimes we'll turn off shields to make it more fair, or there's different ways that we can go about doing it, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, see, Wizard says, ooh, FDI tournament, exactly. Throwing down the gauntlet, let's run a tournament. So it's going to happen. We're going to do it. Thank you, Tariq Starts, for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. KJ, everybody, for being here. Thank you. But yeah, so we're going to start doing a tournament here on the Hidden Panda Show. Somebody's got to knock Snow Obsidian off his high horse. So the first match will be me versus Snow. I'm going to try to set that up soon, unless he's unable to do it, and then I'll welcome any challenger. But it's a whole lot of fun, and it's just a great way to blow off some steam and have you guys talking about it in the chat. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? It's just something I want to bring to the channel, something I want to bring to the community. Especially with us getting an expanded multiplayer in the Beyond update. We don't really know what that means and how that's going to function, and I've just already noticed, just from me playing the game, that because of the announcement of No Man's Sky Online with Beyond, that there's more of a prevalence of people trying to grief and cause problems. And what better way to prepare or mitigate the issue than to just be open to it and accept it as a fun part of the No Man's Sky gameplay setup. So But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on this stream today. I really appreciate it. Yes, Sword, any challenger. As always, it's been a whole lot of fun. I'm going to try to stream again here soon in the next couple of days. And then next week I'll have a new hub highlight video. I was going to do that today, but I figured I would just do a hub hopping stream since I hadn't streamed in a while. And then I would just show you guys Marty's base. But I'll do an official hub highlight next week and then a stream before then. So thank you all for being here. As always, I'll catch you guys later on in the No Man's Sky community. Panda out.